it's just some more of it. Studio talk, you know, presented by Money Over Everything, MOEUNC Music Group. Hey, we got a special show for y'all. We got my boy, you know what I'm saying, D-Town in the building. Hello, Shotta.
Alright, man, what's up? What it is, man? Detroit 313 in the building, stand up. What's up with the mid? Yeah.
Y'all heard what he said, so y'all already know where you're from. You know what I'm saying? But what? Matter of fact, let's get into it a little bit, man. You say you're from the D.
I'm from the D.
Man, Detroit got so much musical talent, and it's got a musical past, and it's popping right now. The musical future. Let the people know where you from in Detroit.
I'm from Selma, East Side. Y'all know what it is, man. I was born right. I dipped on the west a little bit, but you know what it is, man. I'm East Side, baby.
Okay, I love that. He said, I'm an East Side, baby.
Yeah.
East Side of Detroit.
Right.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, I mean, let's get a little personal. You know what I'm saying? How'd you come up, man? You have your mom, your father.
Fortunately, I have both of my parents in my life, man.
Hey, man, that's a blessing.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Let's give a shout out to that.
Bruce and Tasha, y'all know what it is. Y'all know y'all my hearts. But you know, a lot of my friends and shit, they ain't had that same thing. So it was kind of like a thing to have both your parents. You kind
absolutely.
of crack jokes about it.
Hey man, we came
really,
up.
They wanted it, but they like, fuck it, we gonna make you feel bad.
Hey man, trust me, I understand. I was one of them fatherless kids.
Like,
I know.
I got both my parents.
Hey, he said it's a blessing. Why y'all hating on me?
Yeah, I ain't take it like that, man. I ain't get it fist.
Okay, so you grew up in a 2-parent household.
It was on and off, but I always had a close relationship with both of them.
Okay, that's beautiful.
They went through their breakups on and off. And actually, what's crazy is when I got about 12, they was getting back together. And I was like, I sat them both down in the living room, like, I gotta talk to y'all and shit, you feel?
Okay.
So I sat them down and I just got to kicking them. I'm like, I don't want y'all to get back together. And they like, damn, straight up, you normally rooting for us, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, well, every time y'all break up, I gotta change hoods, change schools, you feel me? I wasn't feeling that shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like it over here.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
He said, I'm posted.
Times in the projects, man. Shout out to the Diggs Projects, my second home. Y'all know what it is, man. Diggs Town. But yeah, you know, I set them down. It was a epiphany for them because they didn't realize how effective they breakups had on me and my little sister. You know
absolutely.
Maybe
absolutely.
not so much her, because she wasn't really, there yet. She was.
You was
young,
already at that age.
I was already understanding things on a different level. So I was just like, yeah, y'all don't even need to get together because I already know there's gonna be a situation where we gonna have to move again.
Yeah.
I gotta get new friends.
So,
y'all break up. I gotta see you hurt, mom. You looking at me. I look like this nigga.
Yeah.
So you mad at me some days just because I look like this nigga.
And that's the things we go through as black men, though.
Man, that was some.
You know what I'm saying? That's the things we gotta break. That's them generational curses. We gotta break them generational curses.
Generational curses is crazy. I had a conversation about that early this morning, like 4 a.m.
We gotta break them.
100.
Hey, so you go on parents moving back and forth. You know what I'm saying? What's your age when you start getting into the streets?
Man, I jumped off early, like, and I got facts, man. 8, 9 years old, I was off the porch, and we was literally trying to run behind my uncles. They was 5, 6 years older than me, so it wasn't nothing to tag along with them or sneak along. By the time they look up, they ain't even know I'm with them. I'm already behind them in the pack, like, shit.
Yeah,
we already on this line. Y'all driving the stolen car today, I'm driving the stolen car today. Y'all hitting the corner store today, I'm hitting the corner store today.
Yeah.
Just petty licks and shit, that graduated into other shit and led to, the incarceration and all that shit.
Okay. So you said 12?
Nah, 8, 9, man.
8, 9?
I was 3rd, 4th grade.
8, 9, you outside.
Licks at the elementary school, the lunch aid.
Yeah.
Man, we was tripping, bro.
Okay, this fact.
You gotta think, I'm hanging out with middle schoolers and high schoolers.
Okay, but let them know. So what years is this?
This 96.
Okay, you're an 80s baby. This in the 90s.
It's 96, 97.
Nice and turned up.
We bumping Pac and
yeah.
We
in the streets.
Introduced to Master P a year later after that, you feel me? Like, that's that No Limit wave. I thought I was Master P as a kid. I had to be good.
Hey, we gonna get to that later because you got a little P up in you.
Listen, I jump up and get dressed for the day, how I'm about it. That was my favorite movie. I used to watch that shit every day. Get up, get dressed, tuck my little BB gun, I'm out the door, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
That was a real day, you feel me? So, but one thing for sure, I gotta put it out there. My family never noticed this street guy. When I was at home.
So you kept them separate?
Yes. I didn't take it to the house. My
Yes,
mama
sir.
never found guns. Never. It was there.
Yeah.
drugs shit was there.
Yeah.
I always used to watch the mob movies.
Yeah, you kept it separate.
When the mob movies go home, them niggas is a uncle, a daddy,
Absolutely.
the man of the house. Like,
yeah.
So I thought it was gangster for them not to know. I thought it was. I didn't think it was cool to be at the crib like how my cousins was gang banging and shit. At the crib, rags on their head and shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to come home and I was a son. I was a brother. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Still, I knew how to keep it separated, and for a long time, it wasn't for years later why my face flashed across the news, and it was just like, damn, how deep is you in this shit? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, it's time to just break it to y'all.
Yes, sir.
I'm grown now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's big boy time I was facing at that time, so it was just time to just, they had my back. You feel me?
Yeah. We gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah,
so, you 12, 13, you in the streets, you still in the D?
Nah, I'm out here now. I've been out here almost 2 years and a few months.
Okay.
And it's been a great transition. It was probably one of the best decisions I made to just have a focus on my future instead of what was going on in the streets.
I wanted to ask you that. So what's the difference in, just not just the music scene, but the whole culture, and how was your transition coming from the Midwest, coming from Detroit, where it's got a whole nother vibe, it's everything's totally different, and coming to the West Coast, to Vegas?
Man, it started with Granny and them in there getting blasted 5-6 days out the week, you know what I mean, and they just blasted music through the walls. So I started to catch up on rhythms and shit. And start playing with shit. I just connected to music in a different way. Like it just felt like it was a part of nigga DNA for real. I ain't even gonna lie.
And what age is this?
This is young. This 5-6 years old.
Oh, so you always have music in you?
Yeah.
Have music notes in your head?
She put my feet on top of hers and we dancing. We catching rhythm. She like, yeah, there you got it. You feel me? I'm picking my swag up on a young age, and then Johnny Taylor blowing, Al Green, everything to Rick James, you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting musically inclined at this young age, and then I just started falling in love with the music movies, Temptations, 5 Heartbeats, and these classics.
Real music.
Yeah, I'm watching these classics every day, and I'm learning, and I'm like picking up on shit. And then it graduated to like I say, the Master P area, the pop area, and then it just went on and on and on. As I got older, I realized in high school I was a good freestyler. I became that over time, and so in high school, you having you freestyle, you the dude outside in the circle, and y'all going at it. Yeah, we battling and all type of shit, and it got so serious that I started studying for it. Like now, I'm not gonna lie, I write so much. I don't freestyle. I really don't no more. I still will, bust some shit here and there on live shit. But as far as how I was back then, I studied. I took index cards and wrote words on them. Okay. And I write the same meaning of a word for like 5 different words, which all mean the same thing. And now I'm learning how to take a story so many different ways without saying the same word. And I'm learning how to freestyle off the top of my head. So whoever I'm battling, I ain't got nothing already. Yeah. I'm talking about everything that's going on right here. I'm talking about the environment. Pop, she on the next tail. I'm talking about the shoes you got on. We just came from science class. Niggas that came and got me out of class to come battle this nigga. You feel me? Like, it was real. Shout out to Shine Knox, man. He was my first battle though. It was over the phone. My man's hit me up. It's about
first battle was on the phone. Y'all hear this?
Over the phone. Shine Knox, man. In the city, y'all know who he is. Y'all, that's my brother. Shout out to you, my nigga. But they called me up. At the time, he wasn't my nigga. Okay. You feel me? This how y'all bonded. This how we met. Okay. So, my man's Fresh at the time. He called me on the 3-way. I'm talking about it's late night. I'm on the phone. It's late night.
Yeah, you caking.
I'm caking like a one. You feel me? Talking, popping my 1-2. So I'm laid up. I'm watching Love and Basketball or some shit. You feel me? He hit me up like, hey, bro, 3 rounds. You and Shine Knox right now. You first, 30 seconds. Go. Yeah. I'm laying down.
Fresh out the door like that.
I sit up like damn, nigga, flicking light on.
Nigga, you done hit the bell. Ding.
You feel me? I just get to going. You feel me? Moving back and forth or whatever. I lost that battle.
Yeah. Hey man, that's what I love about. That's what I love about Shotta. He honest.
Hey, shout out to Shine Knox, man. I lost that. My man's tried to call it like an E. I was like, no, he got in. You feel me? Yeah. But that what made me go back to the drawing board. Like, let me get these index cards. Let me study this shit on a whole nother level. Nigga, I don't never want to lose again. You know what I'm saying? And we just started from there. And then shout out to Darren McLaren Boomer. He taught me how to write a bar because I didn't know how to write, and he was a great wordsmith, man. He reminded me like a mix between like a Fabulous and a Jay-Z. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And he came to the house when I used to cut his hair, And I was just like, man, can you show me, you know what I'm saying, how to write a bar? I don't know how to write a 16. Everybody keep asking me, do I got a 16 and shit? And he showed me, and that shit.
He broke it down for you.
He broke it down, bro. He made it as simple as possible. And I learned it right then and there.
Sound like it changed you.
It did. It gave me something to look forward to now. Not just sitting on the block just freestyling niggas. I could actually go write a song now.
I go write a song.
They called me for a feature. Shout out to my dog, RP the man. He called me for a feature for a song called What's Happening. And at that point, since I was turned on, I'm like, I love this shit. You feel me? So I just had that passion for it, to always hear it and to dance to it. But then I had the passion to create it and wanted to let people dance to my vibe. You know what I mean?
So when did you really start taking music serious?
It wasn't till I had my moments before I got locked up. I got locked up at the age of 22. This was 2011 when I got locked up. So
matter of fact, sorry to keep saying that and stop you, man. Can we go ahead and tell people what happened with that?
With the locked up situation?
Yeah, yes, sir. Let's put it out there.
I was incarcerated with armed robbery. You know, my city, it's a dog eat dog world. You feel me? And we gonna get it how we live. And we was doing everything under the sun, but you know what I'm saying. We got locked up for armed robbery. We was hitting strip clubs and shit. You feel me?
How long did you do?
I did 9 years.
You did 9 years straight?
9 years straight.
Okay, let me ask you, man. What did you accomplish anything while you was in there? What was you doing while you was in there? Was you still focused on the music?
That's what I really got focused on, the music.
Okay.
Like I had all day.
Yeah.
My first 4 years was 23-1, meaning I'm out 1 hour a day.
So you had to be mentally strong.
What?
You're in the box all day.
Listen, all you know is movies and what you watch. Before you go there, you don't really know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you're in a situation where you can't just get out. You can't call nobody. You can't call home mine. Nobody come get.
Hey, so that ain't what the people glorify it to be.
You feel me? So this is what I signed up for, though.
Yeah.
So all of this shit I've been getting away with since, like I said, 8, 9 years old is starting. It came in that 9-year bit. You know what I'm saying? I got all of those consequences at one.
Yeah.
One big lump sum. So being in there and learning that way of living and being caged like that, I had nothing but time. I had to escape. And some niggas escaped through weight pit. I did, hit the weight pit. That was like one of my
you look fairly healthy
compared to how I was. I'm trying to get back now. I ain't gonna lie. I've been boxing. Shout out to Cardio Kings getting me together.
Hey, health is wealth, man. Health is wealth, man. You look at this man. Health is wealth. Believe that.
Nah, facts, man. It just play a part in how your day go and the energy you have to pursue something. You don't realize how effective a workout can be. It can save you a doctor trip, anything. You know what I mean? So definitely get out there, eat better. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Cardio Kings. Like I said, shout out to my dog. But yeah, back to it, man. 23-1. What the fuck we gonna do in the cell all day? You feel me? In this bitch all day. I gotta do something.
So that's when you
write
got
letters
to write?
and I'm writing songs. And I really started really paying attention and trying to perfect my penmanship, just challenge myself in a way I've already did. You gotta think, I told you I used to play with the index cards and words, so I was already kind of witty with words already. Now it's time to take it to a whole nother level. I got 9 years. Fuck I'm gonna do. I gotta plan something out. I did college classes. I did self-help programs. I worked on me. I became a man in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Did you graduate high school?
I did. I graduated high school. It was the easiest, hardest thing I ever did.
Shout out to you for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for that.
It was crazy. I went to 12th grade with 9th grade credits. Wow. I went to school every day and didn't go to class. You know what I'm saying?
You were studying.
Go to class, but I got all F's all the way up to the 12th grade. And 11th grade summer going into the 12th, I went and sat down with the counselor and I was just like, listen, man, I want to graduate next year. What I got to do? And he pulled my name up. He looked at my shit. He was like, you not graduating next year. And he laughed
to you like that.
Like, man, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I want to graduate. I want to walk across stage. What I got to do? He's like, man, you going to have to do all summer school, come back, do night school, the whole 12th grade with a 1 to 8. And I got a job, so I'm like, damn, and I'm hustling. I'm like, damn, how the fuck I'm going to do all this? You feel me? But I did it.
God is good.
I did it, man. It wasn't easy, but I chose to walk across with everybody else. I did not want to be the kid that didn't do that. You know what I mean? And it was my family appreciated because they didn't think I was going to graduate.
Yeah, man. Listening to your journey, man, it sounds like you got a lot of self-discipline.
I've been
was you just born like this, or was you just taught this from going through things in life?
I do believe that my family and heritage DNA is just strong will. Like, we don't give up, and we've been through some shit.
Okay.
But I grew up with my mom. She had me pregnant at the age of 16, so a lot of things she experienced coming up, I got a chance to. I had to go with it. Okay. I had to grow with her. You know what I mean? Like, we went through that shit. I seen that shit. I was experiencing motherfucker bus stop runs and being at work with her, and she's just trying to. She young herself. She in her early 20s. You know what I'm saying? This salt and pepper era. She thinks she the hottest girl on the block type. Yeah. She still want to deliver her life. So you know that's why Granny and them played a role. But like I say, Granny and them partying all the time. So when I make Granny and them crib, I'm doing what I want to do.
I'm thugging.
You feel me? I'm outside early and late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, so. When you get out of prison, okay, while you in there, you got a plan when you get out? What you thinking?
I got a few different plans. So I'm in there taking college classes, man. I'm taking business at the time.
So you chose to further your education while you are incarcerated?
No doubt. Because you got a choice. You're going to gangbang. You're gonna do your religious things. You're going to work out. Yeah. Or shit, you know, you go work on yourself. I chose to do everything but gangbang.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to you for that, man. That's beautiful.
And so I felt like I had a role, man, and I helped a lot of guys go home, man. Like
that's beautiful.
I stopped a lot of stuff,
and that's something people can't take from you. You know what I'm saying? That energy, that's something you put out to the world. That gotta feel good.
No, for sure. Just to have that influence for guys to have the respect for me. Like all the heads, as soon as I hit the yard, but then a day or two, all the heads then called me to the yard. Shotta, you straight? What you need? Like if you got any problems, come out. Because of the respect they have for me, they know that I was peace first. I was always trying to diffuse the situation before
escalate.
Yeah, because these niggas doing shit to get them in here for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
You stump a nigga head too hard, hit a nigga too hard, he gone. You stuck, bro. You in here for a year and just did this. Now you never going home. Like,
listen,
so the guys I had that was ready and was willing to listen and willing to allow me to lead them home, and I was letting them rock with me. But if you fucking with me, you gonna work out. Yeah, we gonna eat together.
We about to program.
We gonna go do everything to keep occupied to stay out everybody else's way. You feel
so
me?
We make it home to our families.
We make it home, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that, for me, it was I needed that because I had seen some younger guys from my hood come in. Okay. And I tried to check them at the door, like, man, what the fuck you doing? Why you in the college? You know, I'm grilling them. Yeah. Nigga, it was paying me to watch you steal cars on the corner. Yeah. They had to remind me who I was. Yeah. You feel me? And I can't save him. He already through. He in here. Yeah. I can help him get home. Yeah. You feel me? So that's why I felt like that was me giving back from taking from these niggas. Because if I've been doing something different, had I been having my own business at the end of the corner and letting them come up there and make money with me, then that's probably what they would really be. They was just watching and trying to be us. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize you got that influence, man, I couldn't sit and be like, oh, I can't feel bad about what I did. I only can change it now. Yeah. So that led to me coming home, and now I'm in school for psychology because now I want to help incarcerated inmates that been in there for 10 plus years who need to come home and adjust back to society. And I want to go help the juveniles before they get those big bits like that, so they can get saved and have an opportunity to do something else, because that's what it all comes down to, bro. Absolutely. We went outside and we was willing to do anything, so we started doing what was presented in front of us. We just wanted to be outside and just do anything. We didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? We had a few big homies back then. You got to think 90s. It was still a few big homies around.
They here and there, but they were already starting to leave. Most kids had no daddies, and the only big homies was the dope man on the block who helped you out by giving you some work.
Yeah, but see, they ain't do us like that. Just trying like, nigga, take this, go broom, sweep my driveway, little nigga, wash my cars. Yeah. They wasn't fucking with us like that. So that's why I say my generation probably was the last of the hoods to have those guys in the hood like that. Really, like
the community guys, the guy that buy all the kids something from the ice cream man. You know, the old school. Okay,
that's how I was learned. That's why I grew up, and now I'm that. I get an ice cream check up at the block. Every kid on the block gonna get one. That's sir. We take care of the whole block. We gonna cut everybody grass. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's how you
being your brother's keeper.
Man, they'll save you. They'll save your life one day.
Yes, sir. You might save him today. He might save yours tomorrow.
Man, what? No, that's a tradition, man. We try to keep it going, but you know, it is what it is. This new generation got their own way of doing things. We can't knock how they did it. We ain't want nobody telling us how to do it. And right now, it's just if you can touch one and teach one something, then you know, put them to the side and tell them about themselves, man. They need that. They want that. They might act tough and act like all they want to do is drill until they get in that interrogation room, or until they sitting in there and the judge tell them shit don't got no bond. You feel me? And they hungry and it's cold. Like, you know, that shit, it sound nice. Yeah. It ain't that.
And listen, this is coming from a man that did 10, did 9, you know what I'm saying? Straight. So he ain't telling you what he heard. He telling you from his own experience.
Nah, facts, man. That shit is for the
It ain't what y'all think, man. It's for the birds.
Yeah.
Man, being gangster now is tucking your kids in at night.
Listen.
Reading your daughter a story. That's gangster.
Man, paying the bill.
Paying them bills. That's gangster.
Yeah.
Shooting up an op and killing a couple kids on accident. That ain't gangster. It's ugly out here.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Survival though, you know.
It is and it ain't.
I'm not no hypocrite though. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that I'm not gonna protect myself. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that certain situations come across and I need to pay a bill. I'm not gonna push my plays and make sure my family eat or make sure I'm straight, because I'm not in a position where everything could be that. That's what I'm working towards, man.
Yeah.
And as long as you got a plan, an out game, man, like, and you're not in this shit to for the long run, because there's no longevity in this shit, man. You gotta get in and get out if you gonna be in it. I'm not saying get in it. I'm not promoting that lifestyle. I'm saying I'm real enough to be like, if my little brother walk in the crib and he got a bag, and I'm like, damn, he already with the shit. Well, if you gonna do it, little nigga, do it like this. You feel me? I don't want you to do this. I'd rather go get the truck driving CDLs, nigga, and go on the road to make.
You don't try to guide him the right way.
Feel me? But if that's the case, then I'm still gonna guide you. I'm just not gonna misguide you no more. I'm not gonna mislead you no more. You feel me? That's not what I want to do. You feel me? So when y'all listening to my lyrics or y'all listening to certain songs, I'm living out certain times of my life. You know what I'm saying? At that time of my life, that's how I felt. At that time of life, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta just go back. If y'all gonna go back in time and listen to my old music, you gotta understand that it's an age gap in which that part of my life I was in. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm transitioning. I'm transitioning all the way into I want to be that advocate that came home and changed the way shit was going. You feel me? Or influence somebody to do something better other than the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's just what it is, bro. We on a mission right now. And Truly Gifted, Shotta Gang, you asked me, was I a part of Truly Gifted as well?
Yeah.
And I am. Truly Gifted ENT that's the label that we're under, and it's a
shout out to Truly Gifted.
It's a collaboration with Shotta Gang and Truly Gifted, really. You know what I mean? Because I am originally I'm Shotta Gang. I'm always gonna
he said I'm always be Shotta Gang.
Even my Truly Gifted members, I've considered them Shottas, bro. Like these are my brothers. These the niggas I plan and to do things with. These the niggas I eat with, and you know they got my back. I got their back.
These the niggas I starved with, so these the niggas I'ma eat with.
You feel me? No matter what I call them niggas for, man, they is that for each other and for me. And so I just appreciate that camaraderie with my brothers, a group of individuals that's on the same page about where we trying to go with this. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really what it come down to.
And if so, who are all the members in Truly Gifted?
Truly Gifted, we got Preach.
Hugo Preach, you know what I'm saying, my big bro.
We got ESQ Forever.
Esquire, you know, okay.
Maserati Mike.
Yes, sir, Maserati Mike.
Y'all know what it is, and your boy LO Shotta, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Shout out to K2, man. K2 part of the movement too. And you know, we gotta get him off that couch and shit, but he got some things. The boy, he really talented. It's just his passion ain't where everybody else is, but we gonna take him with us, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We ain't leaving nobody behind.
Yeah.
You feel
Leave
me?
no man behind, man. Shout out to Truly Gifted, man. I love that. I love that.
I do want to give a shout out to Tiny G Beats now. I'm one of the in-house producers for Truly Gifted and Shotta Gang. Shout out to Louis too, man. He made the banger plays for me, man. You got that shit, man.
I even got a beat from Louis, so shout out to Louis.
Ah, man, that's crazy. That sample was crazy.
Yeah. I heard it. Crazy heard it, and he was like, "Yeah, we need that." Yeah, so I already cashed out for it. Shout out to Louis.
Man, that was perfect. Mix of combinations on that song. Like I bangs that motherfucker. It's one of the ones, man.
Yes, sir. So you get out, you doing the music. How you get into the promoting and all that?
Ah, man. So when I was younger, high school, we had a wave, man. We went by Goodfellas.
Okay.
And we started throwing parties, man. We was probably one of the hottest young group of guys. Wasn't even old enough to throw the type of parties we was throwing. And we was hot, man. We had a good wave. We threw skating parties. We threw any kind of party you could think of, Halloween parties.
So y'all had the events cracking?
Yeah, the professional ones though. Downtown, not just like the hood hall events and shit.
Okay.
Like, we was really throwing cabaret style parties, ballroom and shit.
Yeah.
Young though, you know what I mean? So we did that for a stretch of probably 6-7 years straight. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
Shows.
Yeah. And
parties, whatever.
We started to perform at these events and stuff, and that's how we blended the two. So when I came out here, I was trying to find my way and how I was gonna get a name out, and I was just like presented with an opportunity, just failed, man, for me, and I just took advantage of it, man, and you know, me by having a procedure to make something pop, man. These hookah lounges, we end up turning up, man. Me and the church, man. Shout out to my brothers for helping me promote the way I know to promote, but we did our thing, man.
Yeah.
So we appreciate everybody that was showing love, man. Vegas, man. That's what we do. Y'all know the church is in the building, man.
Hey, church in the building, man. I actually went to a couple of them hookah lounges, man. It was actually popping. It was cracking.
Oh, facts, man. Everybody girlfriends in there.
So you doing so you got the promoting cracking, you been doing that, you write music.
Yeah, no doubt. Rap, R&B, whatever. Like,
okay.
It ain't no cap on our shit. That was something I got
no
to work
limit.
on. I got to work on that in prison. I started watching and I seen awards. They had honored Babyface. I seen another one. They honored LaFace Records and them boys over there. And I was just like, damn, these niggas wrote all these songs. Neo.
Yeah.
For females.
Yes.
So I wanted to challenge myself.
Absolutely. Try something new.
Try something new. You know what I'm saying? And I got a garbage bag full of shit, but I ain't really dipped in that bag yet. Because right now I feel like I'm still a face of it. I'm kicking doors down.
Yeah.
But when I kick them doors down and I really, you know, put some shit out there for people can appreciate, I'ma sit back and you feel me? I'ma sit back and do the producer thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that developed in prison, bro. That was another thing I took time to do, man.
Took time to write and really get to know your craft.
Yeah.
Really get into it.
Yeah, that shit was different. It was different. It was starting to speak from a second, third person point of view, being a narrator. You know what I'm saying?
So with you doing that much time, when you got out, was the music different?
Hell yeah.
How was that like for you? I mean, the whole change.
I'm an adapter though. You got
okay.
Me being able to me having to move like that at a young age, and have to keep going to get adjusted to these different groups of people and how these different hoods it gave me the ability to adapt, man, to any situation. I can walk in the room with anybody and we gonna sit and chop it in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to be myself because I've been out of my element.
You're comfortable in your space,
times.
No matter where it is.
No doubt. And,
yes, sir.
And that worked out for me at the end. I didn't appreciate that when I was younger, but when I got older, I appreciate the fact of being able to move around the whole city.
Yeah.
Because I got peoples everywhere now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to have that love everywhere, and I go, my face card is good. It's different because some guys can never leave their hood, and sometimes can't even stay in their own hood. You know what I'm saying? They had to leave their hood, so it was just I was good. I was straight.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Off your dome, about how many videos you think you got?
Man, probably not enough. Not enough, bro. And probably somewhere around 20.
Okay.
And
okay.
Like I said, I've been home.
That's a good portfolio.
I could maybe more if you count on features and shit, but
okay.
To my mind, but. It's been a roller coaster when I came home. You know, I came home the year of COVID, a week before COVID started.
You came home a week before COVID?
March 2020.
So, you getting out and I said the music changed. Fuck the music, the world changed.
The world changed.
Yeah, if you getting out during COVID and you went in what, 2000 and what?
11. I went in 11, came home a week before, and the world shut down, and I was just like, it's just a bitch. I can't shop. I can't do nothing. This time I stay in the house.
Yeah.
I ain't never stay in the house, but when shit open.
Yeah.
So I'm just outside and whatever, and after a few weeks, a month, everybody got money, and I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers been living good as hell out here. Niggas pulling up, throwing 60 in the air, like,
yeah.
What the fuck? Everybody.
You like, what's going on?
Man,
how's the PPP age?
Man, PPP was going crazy.
SBA loans, man. Hey, the streets was popping.
So the music changed right when I came home.
Yeah.
Cause now everybody getting money, so everybody talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
and now they got a little money behind them.
And they got money behind them.
But you know what else changed too? Business. People started doing more home businesses. People started making more home studios. People started investing in themselves and using that money, but doing it at home because they was at home anyway. It did start a wave. It started a lot of different ways.
Shaking the bag, motherfucker got it because niggas buying. Hey, all that shit.
Hey, making clothing lines, man, started during COVID.
And I fell right into it, bro. I went and got my money right, and I started a clothing line. I bought a building, partnered with a person, got a building, and we tried to make it like the next Motown, man. We had a podcast room, rehearsal rooms, full studio, in-house engineers. It was beautiful, bro. It was a project of mine and hers that grew into something amazing. It was just still around a hostile environment. So me being on parole a year in and
trying to stay free.
This is me trying
walking
to
on eggshells.
And then you got niggas pulling up to use my studio and they got a 30 sticking out their shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's a precinct right across the street.
That's the times we live in.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas pulling up Dracos and shit, making sales in my lobby, all in like, man, I was just like, I can't do this. I can't jeopardize trying to make sure everybody else can do what I'm doing, because that's what it was for. It was for my community to come and have a place to come express themselves. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
they turned it into something else.
And I was just like, dang, y'all did that to me as I did all the time. It ain't y'all fault. It's my fault for believing that y'all was gonna respect me, knowing the kind of past I got, knowing who the type of people I can attract.
Yeah.
Because you gotta know the type of influence you're gonna attract. Which you're gonna
a little bit of everything though.
Yeah, because I'm not sitting still. I'm really moving. I'm loud too.
You're gonna try some good, but hey, with the good come the bad.
You gotta take it. So I just wasn't willing to sacrifice no more after so many situations and incidents that I kind of slid it through, and I was just like, once I get off these papers, I'm gone.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the day the papers came, man, I didn't even wait on them to come in the mail. I got the email.
Yeah.
I grabbed a pair of shoes, 2 outfits, and jumped on the plane.
I'm out of here.
I left everything, cars. Ended up, calling home, selling them and shit.
Everything?
I'm
gone.
Away from the whole thing. I came out here and started from scratch. And that was one of the hardest things that I did, because I had to sacrifice. And I had to come out here and adjust. And I had to come out here with no hustle, already in play, no work, already in play, no shows.
Everything from the ground up.
Like I just came home, but this time it's worse because I don't have that starter kit. My starter kit went and grew it, and I took it into the building and all other things that I was invested in.
You walked away from it.
And I walked away from it.
Yeah.
So that was more value than anything that I could have stayed.
One door closes, another one opens, though.
Man, I felt like it was no survival.
Yeah.
I felt like it got bad. You know what I'm saying? I can't say too much on this camera, but it got bad, man. Like, my city ain't nothing to play with. So once you know the kind of past you got, and you know what you into, or you know the type of people you hang around and the type of shit they into, you gotta live in your reality, man.
Hey,
I'm willing to sit here and deal with this shit on a day-to-day basis, knowing what I've already been through, or do I give myself a chance and I remove myself from the situation, go out here where I don't have to worry about that as much. That's not the focus out here. This culture out here is different.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying there's not a couple niggas out here on that type of time. I'm saying that this focus is opportunity based, bro. It's so many. There's so many ways to get some money out here.
It's the West Coast, but Nevada, they focus on the money, man. It's about the money.
It's about the money. And I snuck out here a few times on parole.
And you gravitated to that.
And I was like, I gotta live here, man. This is where I want to wake up. This is where I want to start my day.
Yeah.
Fuck the heat. I can deal with that. Get some AC, nigga. We gonna figure it out. We come outside at night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was cool down and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't an easy transition. Shout out to my brother Maserati Mike. You know what I'm saying? Helping me with that transition. Even ESQ, man. Shout out to him as well, man.
Esquire.
These guys put their hands on me and they led me in a direction where I can survive out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, everybody got their days.
Never leave no brother down, you know? That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's part of the MOE motto, man. Motivating others every day. Manifesting our economics.
Feel me?
Motivation over everything.
Talk that shit.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Y'all heard what he said, man.
Man, Shotta gang in the building.
Yeah.
So, man, what new projects you got coming, man?
Man, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I lead that department to Esquire right now, man. I had a few things that I had shit lined up on how I was gonna deliver it, but I got offered a distribution deal under 302 other distribution companies. It was like a collaboration thing. So
okay.
I haven't signed yet, and I feel like
So you ain't did it yet.
Nah,
he said I ain't signed yet.
This is the first time I even spoke about it publicly.
Okay.
Like nobody.
Well, hey man, I appreciate you talking about on Studio Talk.
Yeah.
He said he ain't signed yet.
Yeah, I ain't signed yet, and the independent part of me is the reason why. Like, I don't feel like I can make it on my own. I don't feel like no artist can. I feel like you have to have a team and
absolutely
do certain things to make it to that next level.
You
have
do
to build relationships and all of these things. So, and it's not that I don't want to sign with these guys, because I appreciate the platform that it's going to give me to get my music to a wider audience. It was really just about knowing that when I sign, I still have to have my own budget to push whatever it is I'm doing.
You still got to invest in yourself.
So I'm just like, pacing myself with it, the whole deal situation, and I'm just not rushing into nothing, because I rushed in something before. And I just don't want to make that same mistake again. So,
hey, learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grown man shit.
Yeah, and then just, respecting what the guys in front of me went and did. From the Jay-Z's all the way down, man, from the Master P's all the way down. Like, as far as hip-hop, like, them boys set the trend.
They set the tone high. I say high.
23 albums in 1 year. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, people don't even know, man, how genius Master P was. Man. And he wasn't a rapper. He was a businessman.
He was a businessman.
Real talk. He might have been an artist and all that. Y'all didn't know. That was a businessman. That wasn't no rapper.
Yeah, and he really was from where he from, man.
Absolutely.
Family, and they was really cut. Like, you can't take authentic away from a nigga, man. Yeah. Like, shout out to all the rap guys before me, man, that's paved the way, and especially like a nigga like a T Grizzly, who paved the way for a nigga like me out of my city to come home and follow a trail that had already been blazed and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because he came home with the first day out and made it.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, first day out, I'm not gonna cap. I never heard of T Grizzly in my life. That song came like wildfire.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then right after him, then you had the payroll Giovanni's, and you had Detroit started making their own wave, man, and now they got their own sound. What you feel about the Detroit sound today?
I love my city, man. It's a love-hate relationship. I love my city because of the food, the culture and shit, and then at the same time I hate it because of what comes with being there in that hostile environment. But as far as like music wise, the Peasy, the Bezos, the Baby,
man, they hot. They hot.
You can't. It's good.
It's undeniable. Good music.
It's good music. And shout out to my Shotta Gang brothers as well, man. Rio, TG Montana, Baby Woe, Sight Shotta. Y'all know what it is, man. But I love our music wave. I feel like we supposed to been had a light, but that's just us being arrogant a little bit or whatever.
Everybody get their time. Texas had their time. Atlanta's still burning right now. They kind of, you know what I'm saying, they simmered down, but everybody got their time from the East Coast to the West Coast.
I know Motown, man.
So Motown definitely had their time.
Smokey Robinson, Berry Gordy, y'all know what it is, man. We got some real heavy hitters from my city, man.
Yes, sir.
Franklin. It's just, the list goes on, man. It's really an endless list. And that's why I feel like we just musically inclined by that.
Yeah.
That energy in our city. Like, we got that. We don't do nothing else. We gonna dance, we gonna sing, we gonna rap.
We gonna get it in.
We gonna have a good time.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, then, us just being African American, that's just in our blood anyway.
It's in our nature. To turn nothing into something, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give us the scratch for the slaves, we turned it to soul food.
Man, I remember being young and we used to be making beats with the spoon singing songs.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact songs we used to sing, but it was like an old ritual we used to be doing that shit. So.
I'm sure when you was locked up, you heard the niggas hitting on the table.
Oh, yeah, it was cold. I never was able to do that. I was so envious.
No, you know the pen, you know what I'm talking about.
I've never been good at that, man.
No?
Never. I was off beat like a mother.
He said it's a myth. Everybody don't do that, nigga.
Nah, that's why I could appreciate it when I see it. Like,
okay.
Do it,
he said that is a God-gift talent.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not just from being locked up.
I seen Takrizi do it on one of his videos or something. He was live or an interview or something. I seen him do it. He good at it.
Okay.
But yeah, man, the music changed and the world had changed and life was just happening and me trying to get adjusted. I went through the smallest things you could think of. That's why I say I want to go into the psychology field and help people readjust back to society, bro.
But
I had to learn how to.
But I mean, you getting out and motherfuckers is wearing masks. Everything different. You like, why I can't go in the store? What you mean the store closed?
Niggas in the stove 10 deep with ski masks on, and ain't nobody worried about nobody robbing it.
Like, yeah, it was definitely different.
Like, we got locked up for this ski
mask.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was just different, but.
So what made you keep, you know what I'm saying, going forward, man? Where you get the drive from?
Man, I never wanted to come out to be nothing. You know,
okay.
I beat myself up a lot when I was in there because I failed. We lost. We got caught.
So you self-motivation,
yeah,
that's
man,
all you need.
Like,
motivate yourself.
Self-motivation.
Okay.
My family support and then the ones I lost. My brother Ban Steep, you know, killed by the police, and you know, he had a rap career that was promising, and you know what I'm saying, he paved the way for some things that's going on in my city still to this day. And
man, R.I.P. to your brother, man.
R.I.P. to man. Like, these guys, they have more passion for this lifestyle than me. They actually was introducing me to it and letting me use them as a learning curve to figure things out. So I feel like I still do it for them. I have days, I put a post up earlier, I quit rap 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Because when the money not there to push a project, or
it takes away the passion.
There, it takes, because your focus got to be different. Now you got to work 2-3 jobs to afford to take a video, or you got to go bust some sales to afford to pay for a video, and you need shoes, and then you need an outfit, and then you need to be in the market because you're supposed to be who you're supposed to be. You got to look like what you're supposed to be.
Hey, these are the trials and tribulations of being an artist.
That shit costs, man.
All this shit costs.
Studio time before I had a studio, billboards,
radio
play. Outfits at the outfits for countless of videos and appearances and club. Like, you gotta look like something you step outside. Motherfucker not gonna believe you. I mean, it depends what you're talking about too. I was one of the guys that was talking, so I gotta look like what I'm talking. You feel me? We ain't just making nothing up. You know what I'm saying? So we was trying to keep up with something that image we created. You know what I'm saying? And made it even harder. But even without that image, the videos, it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta pay to open up for a Babyface Ray or Sada or Baby Money, I did that. You know what I'm saying? All of those guys I just named, K Camp. I had to pay to open up for these guys because nobody knows who I am. But I feel like,
so you paid your way.
Yeah, I paid my way.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
But that's what, at times when you can't pay your way.
Or what about the people who can't?
The people that can't pay their way, then they ain't gonna get heard. You're just gonna be a sitting unheard talent, bro. And because it's you gotta have a budget to support this on a regular basis, because you want to be consistent, you want to be right in their face, and you want to look good.
So what advice can you give to the artist that's just trying to make it, that don't got that bad, that artist that don't hustle, that's really putting it all into the music?
Now it's easier because they can use TikTok. You don't need no money to use TikTok. You download the app.
So you
can use YouTube and all these different platforms, and you don't gotta spend a lot of money if you don't got it. It's other ways.
Okay.
It's other ways to gain fan bases and stuff. They got so many different apps now, and these new generations is embracing it and blowing up really off TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Philly wave right now. The I Don't Want to Rock wave and all that type of stuff. Like it can happen easier now, but you know, you still.
So yeah, basically, let's get to that. So what do you feel about the status of music right now? How music is right now? Like so just recently they had the 50 years of hip hop, right? Mr. Fab, I was watching the text. He wasn't ranting and raving, but he was like, man, how y'all gonna do 50 years of hip hop and y'all incorporate people like Too Short, who had platinum records in '83. Y'all didn't incorporate people like E40, who've been doing it for 40 years plus, still putting out hits and still relevant. Y'all didn't incorporate people like MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Who really, it's the 50 years of hip hop. Yeah. So he was kind of hot about, you know what I'm saying, them not throwing the Bay in there. What's your thought on that?
Dang, I didn't even realize all that was going on. I did know that came up, but
yeah, 50 years of hip hop. They said it was biased to the West Coast, and it was more East Coast. How you feel on that?
We so divided. It's not even surprising, bro. We don't. Our skin don't stick together for nothing, man.
But that don't surprise you?
It don't surprise me because we so divided, bro.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of West Coast artists, they get heard Midwest and this and that, but they vibe is in the West Coast.
Yeah.
Midwest is in the Midwest. Some of them break through that chain and get that global feedback, but a lot of them don't get it, man. Nobody sit together. Even in my city, like if you from a certain hood, you're gonna get shunned.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the industry is the same way. It's sectioned off, and it's so divided that when stuff like this come up, it's a shame because it's not hard to give a nigga his flowers.
Yeah, hey man, that's why at the end of the day, Mr. Fab, shout out to Fabby Davis Jr. That's all he was saying, man. Get them people their flowers. They deserve them. They part of hip hop too, and they help build it and bring it to what it is.
Can't take nothing away
Don't
from
forget. No, don't forget about them. Don't forget about the greats.
See somebody non-biased at the top of that type of food chain though.
Yeah.
You can't get nobody that's probably from Queens, New York. He's not gonna respect the Atlanta wave like that. You got some that will, but they make two different types of music, and the South always feels shunned from Midwest or that type of music that way and stuff. So I just think that if you're gonna put somebody in the top of the food chain like that, and it's time to give out flowers, you can't have nobody in that biased position, man. Credit it, deserve what it deserves, man. Respect is given sometimes in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Get them people their flowers.
Hey man, get them people their flowers. Hey, shout out to the West Coast, all them pioneers I just mentioned, man. We giving you your flowers on Studio Talk since they didn't give them to you.
You gotta go back to Curtis Blow if you talking rap. Like
man, hey, take it all the way, all of them. They all help build this.
You feel me? You gotta celebrate everybody. You can't leave nobody out, man. No matter where they at in life, they should still get their flowers.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yes, sir. So. Man, what you got coming next, man? What's up for Shotta Gang, man? Hello, Shotta, man. What's next?
We got a compilation coming out. ESQ putting that together as we speak, man. He the director of this.
He do his thing, okay.
He kind of piece. The music department is given to him. So whatever we do music wise,
he said Esquire, it's on you.
We blame it on Esquire, man. He the head honcho of that. I'm not gonna lie, his work ethic is crazy.
Man, it's hard.
It's only one other guy who I seen personally that worked as hard as this guy right here, and he's so versatile. Got so many different. Like you just never know. I never know what he finna say on the track, man. I never know the flow he gonna use. I just be like, I know this nigga about to be.
Yeah, he mixes it up every time.
Like, if I could be in the chill mode, and he'd jump on that bitch and surprise me about the flow he choose, because he had been sped the track up, and I'd just be like, how the fuck you do that?
And he said, what the fuck?
He's supposed to go that fast, but he know how to pick them
mix
pockets,
it, flip it, and dip it.
His cadence is crazy sometimes, and the only other guy I seen work like how he work is Shotta, man, my little brother back in Detroit, man. He like Esquire. He can go knock out 4, 5, 6 songs a day and not like take off, like just be consistent. And that's just him in there for a few hours.
Yeah.
Now imagine he in this bitch all day. You know what I'm saying? And these guys like they
nothing but working.
Man, they make
real
me look
work
crazy.
ethic.
I used to be able to do that in prison. I haven't been there. Like I'm getting remotivated to get back on that type of time. I'm writing that much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got a high level of respect for how they move. But as far as projects coming out, Maseratis is the next project. I truly gifted to drop October, sometime in October. I don't think he got a projected date. We got we're going on the Cash Kid tour soon too. That started at the end of September. I'll be posting them dates on L.O_Shotta real soon. So y'all look up for them tour dates. It's 10 city tour. Shout out to Cash Kid for having us, man. You know, it's always a pleasure. We went on tour with him the last time. Tour got canceled early because he got sick, but it was all well, man. It was a hell of an experience. It was my first tour, so I appreciate you for having me, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I want to give a special thanks to Esquire, you know what I'm saying, and Hugo Preach, because they came out with a banger with Crazy Crazo.
Man, that track is
amazing, man, the track is crazy, you know what I'm saying? They hanging out the window. Hey, man, y'all gonna see that coming soon, too.
Facts, man. Hey, shout out to me, y'all starring me in that video. I got a little cameo in that thing, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to be on the song so bad. When I heard it, I was like, I looked at Esquire, like, you knew I was, because he knows certain beats he hear, and he know if I hear it, I'm gonna want to get on it. So when he's playing it, I know he just watching me like, he watching like this, I know.
Shout out to Esquire, shout out to Hugo Preach. Hey, man, tell the people where to reach you at, man.
Reach me at L.O_Shotta on IG. I post on my YouTube, where you can go on Apple Music, any music platform. L.O. space Shotta. You know what I'm saying? Type that in, get it like that. But before we leave, I want to hit you with something, man, real quick so we could just set the tone. This motherfucker, Shotta Gang, truly gifted. Y'all know what it is, man. Money over everything. Free. Listen. I get a package from my uncle. I'm trying to get on. Need more money. Loading up these blicks. I feel it's a war coming. Praying to a God in prison, parole coming. Made to the streets. Don't think a divorce coming. Nah. I still rep that shit that they instilled in me. I'm 7 Mile, I'm Diggs, I don't care who not feeling me. My brother is my brother, so is enemy my enemy. Just keep that same energy if ever you run into me. On God, ain't never ever gonna starve. Streets know you a shooter, they ain't never ever gonna guard. You see scams, you see bandos, see death around my parts. Really grew up in them hearts, we shot dice about them parks, yeah. Watch them OGs and then we did it. I'm more cane than no dog, but I always been a menace. Niggas dying off that fit and all that shit. And my city got them evidence, them on them, we get busy. Free!
Hey, man.
Yes, man.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Shotta in the building, man. Hey, man. In studio talk, Shotta just gave y'all a little taste. Hey, before we get up out of here, man, we gonna give you a little MOE merch, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay dipped in sauce, you know what I'm saying? Here you go, man. That's you, man.
Hey, money over everything. Y'all know what it is, man. Shotta Gang. Hello, Shotta in the building. Hey, man, I appreciate this. I'm gonna bust this motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Yes,
going to
sir.
the matching party this week. I might bust this.
Hey, man, we outside, man.
Appreciate it, man.
LOL Shotta, L.O. Shotta in the building, man. Check him out, all platforms, music, videos, man. He do promoting, man. Hey, man, he got a lot going on, man. Look him up, man. You're definitely fine, man. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
What's up? It's your boy L.O. Shotta, man. I'm in the motherfucking studio, man, with MOE, man. Shout out to Studio Talk. We in here had an amazing conversation with these guys today. Listen, you ever in Vegas, stop by, man. You gotta pop your shit at my man's right here. 100, man. Dub, you know what it is, man. I appreciate the hospitality, appreciate the gifts, man. It's been a pleasure.
Hey, MOE, it's not just a clothing line, it's not just a brand, it's a mindset and a way of life and a family. Appreciate you, big dog.
100, man. Shotta Gang, truly gifted.
Money over everything.
I know he getting about the